Beloved, I'm back. I'm back. All right. Now, in this segment, I want to speak about, is God calling everybody right now? All right. Because I hear a lot of pastors saying that God is calling. He's going out calling everybody. If you don't come in now, you're gonna miss the call. All right. Now, let's see what the Bible actually says about this. All right. All right. Come with me to Matthew 13, and let's come out of verse 10. Matthew 13, verse 10. All right. And the disciples came and said to him, "Why do you speak to them in parables?" He answered and said to them, "Because it has been given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it has not been given." All right. So we see that he's saying it's only to his disciples has it been given to them to know the mystery of the kingdom. All right. Now, with that being said, let's go to Big John. Big John 6. All right. And let's come out of verse 44. Big John 6 and verse 44. All right. Let's see what Jesus says here. "No one can come to me unless the Father who sent me draws him, and I will raise him up at the last day." All right. So we see that no one can come to Christ unless the Father draws him. All right. Now, with that being said, let's go over to Acts, the book of Acts. And let's come out of 39. All right, book of Acts, 39. All right, Acts 2, Acts 2:39, Acts 2:39. All right, now, for the promise is to you and your children, and to all who are far off, as many as the Lord our God will call. As many as the Lord our God will call. All right. Don't say everybody. All right. Now, with that being said, let's go over here to John, Big John 15, Big John 15, and let's come out of verse 16. All right. "You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you that you should go and bear fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatever you ask in the Father's name, in my name, ask the Father in my name, he may give you." All right. So we didn't choose Christ. Christ chose us. All right. Now, with that being said, let's go to the book of Romans. All right. Book of Romans 8:30. Book of Romans chapter 8 verse 30. "Moreover, whom he predestined, these he also called. Whom he called, these he also justified. And whom he justified, these he also glorified." All right. All right. Now, we see that those he predestined, he called. It don't say that he's calling everybody as some assume to believe. All right. All right. Now, with that being said, let's go on over here to First Corinthians. All right. First Corinthians 1. First Corinthians 1. And let's come out of let's come out of verse 26. All right. First Corinthians 1:26. "For you see your calling, brethren, that not many wise according to the flesh, and not many mighty, not many noble are called. But God has chosen the foolish things of the world to put to shame the wise, and God has chosen the weak things of the world to put to shame the things which are mighty. All right. So we see that God ain't calling everybody at this time. All right. The race ain't given to the swift. Okay. All right. So he has not called many wise according to the flesh. All right. Now let's go on over here to Hebrews, book of Hebrews, and let's come out of chapter 9, book of Hebrews, chapter 9. All right. And let's come out of verse 15. All right. Chapter Hebrews 9, verse 15. And for this reason, he is the mediator of a new covenant by means of death for the redemption of the transgression under the first covenant, that those who are called may receive the promise of eternal inheritance. All right. Here we go again. We see that those who are called. All right. Now, let's go on over here to Revelations 19, and let's come out of verse 9. Revelation 19, verse 9. Then he said to me, "Right, blessed are those who are called to the marriage supper of the Lamb." And he said to me, "These are the true sayings of God." All right. Blessed are those who are called to the marriage supper of the Lamb. All right. Now, with that being said, everybody is not being called at this time. God is calling the first fruit of his harvest in this age. And the reason for this segment is to let you know that your relatives, your friends, your family who are not hearing God's voice at this time, there's still hope for them at the resurrection. There's still hope for them at the resurrection, because everybody is not being called at this present time. All right. Many are called, only few are chosen. Few are chosen. All right. And I'll elaborate and I'll go a little more further into that with you in the future in regards to the kingdom. All right. So the main thing is just to know that, hey, we may feel that our relatives died and didn't have a chance to be called. They may have died in sin. But does that mean that all of them is truly going to hell? No, there's hope for them. And in the future, I'll give you the scriptures for that hope. All right. So that's kind of like the icing on the cake, is to know that even though your relatives and friends all died and may not have been worshiping God, well, they probably didn't hear the call. Be grateful and thankful that you heard the call. All right. And we'll get off into scripture and that in the future. All right. I love y'all. God bless y'all. And I shall return soon. God bless.